This is Salvador Rodriguez of the Los Angeles Times, and today we're checking out the Microsoft Surface Pro tablet. In the simplest terms, this is the machine that Windows 8 has been waiting for. This machine improves on all the capabilities of its sibling, the Surface RT, but it adds more power with an Intel Core i5 processor. What that means is that this tablet, unlike others on the market, can do the same kind of tasks as your laptops and your desktops. The other major difference between the Surface Pro and the Surface RT is in the 10.6-inch screen. The Surface Pro has a full HD 1920 by 1080 pixel resolution, and images look very nice, as does video. Another difference between the Surface RT and the Surface Pro is that Microsoft has tossed in a stylus with the Surface Pro that designers can use with apps like Fresh Paint, Sketchbook Express to create illustrations and designs. The other thing you'll notice on the Surface Pro, which at 2 pounds is pretty heavy for a tablet, is that it has a gap right here for a ventilation system that uses 2 fans to cool the tablet down. Other tablets don't even have ventilation systems, but the Surface Pro is outfitted with one because it's meant to run programs beyond Angry Birds. Microsoft wants you to throw Adobe Illustrator on here, Microsoft Access, Microsoft Excel, all sorts of big programs that you would normally reserve for your desktop or laptop. We tested the Surface Pro out by running some of the largest sized files that we could find that have given some of our laptops and desktops trouble, but Surface Pro ran just fine. About the only kind of software that we did have trouble running on the Surface Pro was with video games. While we managed to get the game League of Legends to work just fine, other games such as Minecraft and StarCraft 2 had trouble working with the controls. We're not sure if this is because of Microsoft's fault or the developers just haven't optimized their games for the Surface Pro, but it's still early in the game. The Surface Pro launches on Friday, and there's time for these things to be improved. What surprised me most about the Surface Pro is that I wound up using the tablet as if it were my desktop. I hooked it up to the keyboard and monitor that I have here and used it for my daily activities. The big problem though with the Surface Pro is its battery life. Not once was I able to get more than 3.5 hours out of this tablet. So if you're going to be carrying this pad around, you better also have its power supply. On the tablet side of the Surface Pro, the apps looked as beautiful as they did on the Surface RT, but the same problem remained that Microsoft's store doesn't have as many apps as Apple or Google have. If you're thinking about getting the Surface Pro, you'll also want to consider that although it's listed as having 64 gigabytes of storage, only 23 gigabytes are free to use, while the 128 gigabyte model, you can only use 83 gigabytes of that space. While I really like the Surface Pro, its price is pretty steep and more comparable to that of a laptop. The 64 gigabyte model costs $899, while the 128 gigabyte model costs $999. So if you're thinking about getting this, you should get it to replace both your tablet and your laptop.